Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we learn our React application project structure. So we need to understand our project structure of our React application. If you are new here, make sure hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our inside tutorial. Although let's go through the files and folders in the context of the typically React project structure. Explain which ones essential and ones can be deleted. Remember that the names and organize most slightly differ depending on your preference and any additional tools you use. So that we are started from our node modules folder. In node module folder contain all dependency libraries required on your project to run. Do not delete this folder anyway. This folder is essential for your project's functionality. And let's suppose I install any library or any package in our project. That library imported in this node module folder. So our next folder is public. The public folder contain files will be publicly accessible in your application, such as the index.html, where all the HTML front end application code. Let me close this terminal. So here this is our index.html file. So and fab icon file, logo file, manifest.json file. So the index.html file, this is the HTML template of your application. You can edit title, tags, meta and additional script here. But one thing is more important: do not delete this file, because this file is entry point of our application. And in public folder also, this is a fab icon. This is our fab icon which is show in our browser fab title. So you can replace this icon, you can delete this icon which you want. And the logo 192, you can import this logo, you can delete this logo, you can replace this logo, and is your one. So the manifest file is the basically JSON file where our basic setting is saved. So our next folder is source is a very important folder. This folder is the heart of our application. It contains your source code, your assets and your components and your everything. So the most important file in source is index.js. All the files in source is more important. The main JavaScript file where your React application initialized. So this is called index.js. You never delete this folder anymore. So our next folder in our project structure is app.js, the root component of your application. This folder is the root component of our application. This is where you typically structure your apps, layout, routing, each and everything we can do in this folder. We can import our components, we can set our routes, we can explain our applications libraries, we can import our CSS, each and everything. So this is folder also not deletable. So this file is essential of your application structure. So our next file is index.css. The default CSS file for your application. You can customize globally styles here. You can delete this file and create your own new files. So it's depending on your requirement. So our next file is app.css. This is also default CSS file for the root app documents. This is important in root app documents. By default you can remove from there, and you can delete this file, you can replace this file, you can change this file. It's up to you according to your project requirement. The other files and folder in source file, within the source folder you will likely create additional folders. You can just like you can create a components, you can create a styles file, you can create a assets folder, and in asset folder you can create a videos folder, images folder, and other you can create a layouts files, and each and everything you can create in within the source folder. Do not delete this folder, and files contain your project code and assets. So this is a short brief of our source file, the git ignore file. So the git ignore file is basically used for when we connect our git or library. You can, these files is not uploaded on git repository. So the node modules for file lets our library is not push the our git repository. So our next file is package.json. This is a most important file. The file contain metadata about your project and listed the dependencies of our project. This file is most important. I again repeat, because this is where we define our scripts, where we define our dependency versions, our project name, our project versions, and many more settings are here. So this is a file is essentially managing, basically this file is managing our project and its dependency. So we never delete this file. So the next file is package.json. This file is automatically generated and contains detailed information about your project dependency. Do not delete this file. You can also delete this file, maybe. So is automatically again generated when your project run. So this is so our next file is readme.ml. This is a markdown file. This provide information about your project. It's good practice to write detailed readme, explain how to set up your project. You can explain your project detail in readme file. One file is not important by default, but I will create environment file, env. So this is also very important file. This file allows you to environment variables for your projects. Let's suppose you can Stripe secret keys, PayPal secret keys. You can project a base URL, API's URL, and you can globally setting your project. So you can define your environment variables here. So the most important you can define with this React app, and then you define your variable. So this is basically a short brief and project structure for understanding what purpose of which file and what purpose of which folder, and what's the purpose of environment file .git ignore files. Hope so you liked our video. If you like our videos, please subscribe, thumb ups. And if you any confusion, any misunderstanding, you must comment. Thank you very much.